Check. Check. Nope. Check, check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Check, check. Hold on. It's like
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
testing 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. We are here tonight at Crosspoint Christian Academy. Testing 1, 2, 3. We're just 4 minutes away from the greatest national anthem in the history of Crosspoint Christian Academy and the Family Life Center.
Tonight's officials are Mr. Charlie Walker, Jody Lynch, and Rick Knight.
Welcome to Crosspoint Christian Academy, Indianapolis and around the world, to the Crosspoint Gymnasium. Tonight, the Panthers are facing off against the George Washington Continentals. First of all, Serenity Anderson, number 2, leads the Continentals with 9.3 points per game. Elijah Smith leads them in rebounds at 7.3 and is leading and second in scoring at 7.4. The Panthers have a balanced lineup that we'll get into in just a few minutes, but we're ready for the tip-off. I am joined tonight by the esteemed Jose Palencia.
Thank you.
And we're ready for the jump ball. And the jump ball is caught by Serenity Anderson, and she brings it up. It looks like the Panthers are in their patented 1-3-1 defense. And 11 takes, I believe that was a shot. And the Panthers bring it up for the first time real quick on that. And Trinity Yeager with a 2-point basket to put us up early. I anticipate, Jose, that the Panthers are going to come out swinging early, being a home game on a Tuesday night, except it's Thursday.
It's Thursday. It's Thursday evening. There you go.
And the Panthers take an early 4-0 lead. Trinity Yeager with another made basket. 2 in a row, 2 layups in a row. She usually misses the first one she takes. But tonight, that is not the case. And the Panthers come out to a 4-0 lead. I'm not even sure what defense the Continentals are in just yet, as the Panthers have stole the ball twice, come down and scored. Jose, what's your assessment in the first 40 seconds of play?
So first of all, for our international viewers, Trinity is Mark's niece, so he's allowed to make fun of her like that. What was the question again?
What was your assessment of the first 40 seconds?
2 quick turnovers, 2 quick layups.
That's exceptional color commentary. So I think based upon what I've seen in the first 40 seconds, the Continentals are going to struggle a little bit with pressure. That being said, in 1776, the Continentals did really well against the British.
Is that what we were? I thought we were the Patriots.
Well, yes.
Is it both? You're the history teacher.
Well, it's called the Continental Army. It's called the Continental Army, which I'm assuming is where their name comes from. It's probably a little early for this, but if you had to have a fight between a Panther and a Continental, who do you think's winning?
Is it one Continental or is it the whole Army?
It's just one. It's just one. One Panther, one. Oh, yeah, the Panther. Okay.
100%.
All right, here we go. Trinity's attacking high. Jose, what do you think they need to do, the Continentals here, to try to they've had 3 turnovers. Well, they had a shot in the first possession, but kind of 3 turnovers here early. What can they do differently to maybe get a shot off?
They need to, on that press, have somebody mid-court to kind of ease that pressure instead of just letting 32 dribble up every single time.
Yeah, if they can get somebody in the middle. Interesting enough, Jose, I think it looks like they are also playing a 1-3-1 defense. So this is the matchup of the 1-3-1s early. We'll see which team can handle it better. That was a pretty nice move, although a missed layup. Out to Chloe Sharp for a 3, just off the glass. Another offensive rebound by Hannah Stock. And Allie takes it all the way in. Maybe a little bit out of control there, which is why she didn't get the call. And, a little high for Trinity. First turnover for the Panthers, back to the Commanders. That was an action-packed 45-second possession with nothing to come of it.
That's the one hard thing about a 1-3-1 zone. There's a lot of offensive rebound opportunities for the other team.
As the coach of the boys, don't I know? It has been tough. Anyway, that was a good pass, and that's also a good pass as well. And the ball stays down on the side of the Continentals. I believe the name is Indianapolis, Washington, but it is George Washington, which I assume has some impact of it being the Continentals as well.
Makes sense.
Also, you have the fact that we are a continent, which is very similar
That's true.
to Continentals.
Yep.
Well, let's see if they can inbound the ball here. Oh, they threw it in, but to no avail. And a nice shot there. Great defensive rebound by Hannah Stock. Crosses it over into her left hand. Passes ahead to Allie Schellenberg, who dribbles into the corner. That's really good movement without the ball by Hannah Stock. We have our first foul of the night called on 15. That is Quinye Lockwood. Hannah Stock to the line for 2. Take us through, Jose, your free throw shooting routine in high school.
It was just a quick 2 dribbles, hold and shoot.
All right, let's see what she does here. Let's see it. That's a 1. That's a 2. Oh, that's a 3. She did 3. A little bit longer, although she. Okay. We got a violation. She's getting a second attempt. I was about to say she was 50%, but she's still got a chance to be 100%. Just so you know, fans from around the world watching tonight, that if you, on that call there, that doesn't count as a missed shot. It counts as never having happened. We have our first substitution tonight. Number 24, Jemiah Horton, is in for number 20, Rachel Arthur. And, another almost steal there by the Panthers. And Allie Schellenberg, nice job there, kind of shooting the gap. And almost getting a steal. The crowd is frantic tonight with this 6-0 start by the Panthers. Speaking of Hannah Stock's 100% free throw percentage tonight, Jose, what was your free throw percentage if you had to take a guess?
65%.
All right.
Not great.
Do you think you could have done better if there was a cheerleader on the team who was your girlfriend?
Probably.
We'll just leave it at that. But
I had no girlfriends except for my wife.
Okay. That's me neither.
Hey,
me neither.
There you go.
Yeah. We have 2 things in common, that and baldness.
Baldness.
We'll get more into that later when this game gets out of hand, assuming it does. It might not. That's a great pass again by Allie.
There you go.
I thought he had something to say there. Okay.
No, I was just
Hannah Stock with 4 points.
That free throw shot.
Trinity with 4 points. I believe Allie has 3 assists too. Almost every play, Allie does lead us in assists. That was a great idea there by the Continentals. But being as how they only had a musket, they just shot a little bit over the head of Continentals.
Yeah, I got it. No, okay. Well done.
Maybe it wasn't great. Maybe it wasn't great. I tried. All right, the Panthers back with possession, and they're trying to move Allie off the ball a little bit, it looks like, to get her into the flow of the offense. She takes a long 2. What do you think? That's another offensive rebound made basket by Trinity Eider. How mad do you think a coach would get if you shoot a long 2 instead of a 3?
Oh, in today's game, very, very, very mad.
As a coach, you when your feet are on the line there and Allie's feet were on the line, just a few inches deeper, and you're getting an extra point, which in this game isn't going to matter a hill of beans. But most nights, that could be an issue for all of our fans at home. Just curious, Mrs. Eider, could you send me a text with how many people are currently watching the live stream? Is it 2 or more? Oh,
let's go.
That is a basket by Emma Baldwin, and every layup is falling for the Panthers tonight.
We're at 11.
We have 11 people watching. This is an all-time high.
All-time high.
For Jose and I, though, it is a low for us.
Oh.
So it just looks like, Jose, maybe they lack a little bit of ball handling. Your thoughts on that?
I would agree. I don't know what you want me to say here. Yeah, it's kind of rough.
So the Panthers are doing a really good job of passing and cutting. When you play a zone, there's a lot of thought out there that you pass and stand and just pass the ball quickly. But in order for a zone to get moved and to find gaps in it, passing and moving are both necessary. So we're 3 minutes and 42 seconds in so far. Both teams have played a 1-3-1 the whole game. Jose, who do you think moves out of that 1-3-1 first, and why?
I would hope George Washington, because it's not working well so far. But also Coach Shell could break it up just to try something new, get some practice in, maybe some woman-to-woman defense.
Yeah, just so you know, Panther fans from around the world, the Panthers' balance in scoring this year is pretty high. Allie Schellenberg is at pace, averaging 9.8 points a game. Trinity with 5.8. Chloe Sharp, 5.2. Hannah Stock, 5.3. And Abby Stock, 4.3. So a lot of girls bringing it home with 5, 6, 7, 8 points a game. And another pass, nice pass to Hannah Stock there. It looks like number 11 got hit in the head a little bit. You know, I find this, you see this a lot. Three! No. Oh, that, Jose,
Another
back to what
two.
we were talking about. That's a long two.
So, West Coast Tournament 2023. I don't know if you remember this. Chloe Sharp, team was down by 2, hit a 3 to tie the game, but the ref was looking at the wrong line because it had the high school line and the college line, called it a long 2. Tough.
Yeah, that was a mistake, and unfortunately, it was a mistake that you can't live with. That is another made basket by the Panthers. Hannah Stock really took her time there, waited for the defender to commit to her, and then made the nice bounce pass to Allie. You could not ask for a better fast break, Jose.
Yes. So this is a very high 1-3-1. Do you guys ever play that high on your 1-3-1s?
Oh, you cannot foul when they're shooting a jump shot. So, yeah, great question, Jose. I am sure a lot of our opponents are going to be listening to this video to find out our offense and to get a lot of tidbits about my strategy. So I'd rather, no, I'm just kidding. We are playing a little bit more aggressive recently. So we're picking it up about half court. So our goal is to get them over half court so that the half court line can become a third defender. They're kind of picking them up beyond half court. There's strategies to both, but we really want them to get it over half court, and then we go after it.
Because then you have that extra defender. That's the half court line.
Exactly. Yep, exactly. All right. Well, we got a substitution. Autumn DeArmond is in the game.
That was nice.
All right. Here we go. Oh, okay. A lot of pressure at the top. That was a good cut. So I don't feel, okay, that was a 3. I don't feel like Autumn was ready to shoot there. Now, Will, he's ready to shoot his shot.
There you go.
Anyway, nice. Okay, that was better. I figure I would have gotten a text on that one. Okay. Okay. So here's the thing there. I felt like, you see this a lot in guys and girls, where you smack the ball when you have the opportunity to grab the ball. Yeah. Why do you think that happens?
Maybe they can just reach farther only with one hand, possibly. Well, yeah, if you're trying to reach 2, you don't have as big a range of motion. I mean.
Yeah, that's another foul call. I was looking at Jose, and I really wasn't paying attention.
Same.
So 2 free throws here, a chance for the Continentals to get on the board. I will say this. Continentals season, it's been a little tough so far this year as it relates to losses. And so I don't think them being down 16-0 is anything they haven't had to deal with this season. So I'm sure though, hey, let's be honest. Nobody thought the America was going to be able I thought
That's true.
we were going to be
Heavy
able
underdogs.
to defeat the English,
The
and
English.
being down 16-0 is
Their confidence is not shaken.
yeah. So Autumn's got her head down. So so they did a little bit better job of letting Autumn get across half court,
Yep.
and then they put pressure on the ball. As we come to our second timeout, let me review a little bit of the team's record so far. The Panthers are sitting at an 8-4 record in their conference. They're 2-0, and in the state of Indiana, they are currently ranked among ladies programs 285. The Continentals are sitting at 5-10, 1-5 in the conference, and they are ranked 393. Jose, based upon that, how many teams do you think there are?
Oh,
So how many teams do you think are below 393?
57.
I have no idea what the
on.
answer is. I have no idea what the answer is, but nevertheless, we can find that out maybe at halftime.
Maybe one of our hundreds of viewers can research it and find it for us.
And yes, if you can send us a text of how many girls teams there are in. Okay, that was a nice cut again. The overextension of their defense there cost them. One of the things that's interesting, especially when both teams play the same defense, you would think maybe the coaches on the Washington bench might consider, hey, let's emulate what the Panthers are doing here against the 1-3-1 and trying to do that with our team. What do you think about that, Jose?
Yeah, but I mean, skill level is always going to be a huge factor. Hey!
Number 4, that girl is Nariah Holder with the 3-point bomb. I believe that is her first 3-point basket. A trifecta. Sinking to 3. Another beautiful pass.
Oh.
Trinity Yider is on a heater for layups. She's up to 8
Is it 8
points for the Panthers. But what would you expect from a Yider?
Two.
Oh, all right. Well, that was a missed shot, and Panthers have the ball back as we've got 40 seconds left in the quarter. At what point, Jose, would you hold for one shot? Is it a little early? Oh man, she got hit in the face a little bit there, and it looks like she's okay. Officials saw that and stopped the game there for a second. Anyway, what was your strategy in high school as it relates to, and maybe the score dictates it somewhat, obviously it being 18-3.
So usually it was 30 seconds or less. If it was 30 seconds, we'd hold it for the last shot. But there also was no shot clock when we played. Is there a shot clock here?
No. Shot clock's coming in 2 years.
Oh, nice.
Oh, a missed layup. That is a skibbity toilet to miss a layup. Cannot be doing that. Hey, we want to have some interaction for the next 3 quarters. If you text me or Jose a word, we will try to fit it in to that quarter. So thank you to the fan who texted me with skibbity toilet, and I got it in for you. Obviously, it needs to be appropriate. But was that Trinity Yider again? Did she just score? I honestly missed it.
Yeah, me too. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, another steal. Another steal. Nah, they don't see the time left. And, folks, after 1 quarter, the Panthers are up 20-3. It looks like the Continentals need to head to Valley Forge because a cold winter is coming.
Well done.
All right. Well, as we said earlier, man, I cannot get their name. The Continentals. It's a hard one to say, to be honest with you. The Continentals have had a tough season. I was doing a little bit of study today, and they lost a game a week and a half ago, 115-5. There's a lot of different angles to take with this. Jose, do you think you would ever allow your team to win a game by 110 points?
I would not.
What would be the strategy to try and maybe slow down the scoring in the second half?
Well, end of third, maybe fourth quarter, put our end of the benchers in, let them get some experience. Besides that, just run some plays, make sure you run through all your motions, all your sets, get a set number of passes before you shoot the ball, things like that. Fast breaks, maybe try to pull it out a couple times instead of running to the basket. But at the same time, you want to keep your normal cadence, your normal rhythm the same. So pros and cons.
Yeah, I'm always for playing hard no matter what. Just subbing in your maybe younger, less experienced players to try to make it more competitive. That being said, I wasn't there, and so maybe they did put their subs in, and they were just the subs were way better as well. But that is a challenge. We'll get back to the other side, the attitude of the Continentals here in a little bit. All right, back to play, and we've got Autumn picked up her dribble maybe a little bit early there, and a steal by number 4 on the Continentals, and the Panthers steal it right back. Alex Schellenberg brings it up, passes it up to Abby. Abby probably should have taken that shot right there, but she was thinking unselfishly. And now the Jeez, I'm writing that down. Son of a gun. All right. The Continentals have it again. Oh, and another turnover.
What would you do to a student if they forgot a term over and over in your history class?
I would probably buy them something at the concession stand. So, just something to consider. Who was that?
Abby. That was Abby Stock.
Abby Stock with her first basket of the night, obviously trying to catch Trinity Eider, but it's going to be tough to do that tonight. And the Panthers are up 22-3. It can be challenging, Jose. You want to keep you're in the middle of your season. You want to keep your core players who are going to be the main girls playing during the season. You want to keep them in the flow. So you don't want to the Panthers have had a run here. I could go back and look the last 3 or 4 games. A lot of games they're playing, they're winning by 30, 40 points. But if you just play your subs in a situation like this, then your main girls aren't getting in the rhythm of the game for, when the season does get some tougher teams. So what's your thoughts on, handling starters versus subs? Maybe play your starters with your subs. What's your thoughts?
I would suggest keeping the units the same. First 5, second 5. I mean, sub in a couple, but if 2 of your starters are always playing with 3 of your bench players, if a lot of your games are like this, then like you said, rhythm and continuity and chemistry can really take a hit.
Yeah, I do like to keep my main players playing together. So I don't really love the let's put 2 starters with 3 subs and then the other 3 starters with 2 subs because unless they're going to play together. I do like that continuity. And plus, sometimes those younger guys or girls, in this case, when they do get in the game, it's good for them to be stretched and have to be the leaders when they're out there. So, on our team, a Sigma boy, if we could take the phone away from the 6th grader and if we could have some adult words come through, but I did say it. So there you go. I'm not sure what that even means.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't tell you.
We are over 12 years old.
Yes. Another foul.
Hey, but you're a man of your word, though. You saw that text come in. You didn't even hesitate.
Yes. And by the way, if you're on live stream and you don't have my cell phone number, let me give it to you. Please get this down. 317. Oh, number 2. That is the leading scorer for the Continentals. And her name is Serenity Anderson with the 3. And she doubled their score all in one motion. See, Allie, when you dribble sideline there, really put yourself at a disadvantage. But anyway, so interestingly enough, the Panthers have no threes, 24-6, and the Continentals with 2 threes, and obviously they're down by quite a bit. And they do say you live by the 3, you die by the 3. Well, the Continentals are dead. Anyway, my cell phone number, now you got your pen, 317-446-9051. Folks, that is an unanswered 5-point run. And you know what? One of the things you're seeing here is Allie's not bringing the ball up. So you maybe have a younger girl that's not used to bringing the ball up. So there's some confusion there. And then a couple of subs by the Panthers as well. One thing you have to give to the Continentals, the coach is passionate.
She got energy.
And I can tell you this, I love when coaches care. Even if their team isn't good, when they sit down and don't talk, I love that she cares. And that's an awesome thing. It reminds me of a little bit of the Lakers. They stink, but the coach
J.J. Redick's got the energy, not Mr. Darvin Ham in his pockets.
Yeah. Hot pockets. Listen. That was Ansley Olsen playing the game under control.
Nope.
She dribbles. She didn't go all the way to the rim. She found a pocket of space, landed on 2 feet, under control, and took the jump shot. That's the leading scorer again. Oh, she was close on that one. Oh, Trinity Yiter. Oh. Probably groaning in the mic. You don't hear that on ESPN. Sorry about that, fans from around the world.
Hey, we're Panther fans just as much as we are commentators.
Ansley. Oh, I thought she was going to make another one. So, hey, Abby Stock is a freshman. She got an offensive rebound. And what's the value there? She's on the left-hand side. She takes it up with her left hand. What is different right now if she takes that up with her right hand instead of her left hand?
Her right hand, she probably makes it, but I'm going to be quiet for her free throw. The powerful thing, shoot with your left, you have more distance between you and the defender.
I was going to go with she probably gets blocked if she's in the right hand. In her left hand, the girl's got to run through her, which is why she's at the free throw line.
That's the distance, is the person. That's what I was talking about. But also,
I'm not being critical.
She's a freshman. I mean, she's shooting with the right hand, and she's 6 foot.
She didn't. She shot with her left.
That's what I'm saying. So if she would have shot with her right, she maybe would have made it. But fundamentals is what matters.
Listen, fans, this is our first time, working together here. So there's some kinks, and we're working those kinks out, okay? So I do feel like the Continentals have calmed down a little bit here in the second quarter. There's 2 types of double dribbles. There's double dribble and you don't know, and there's double dribble where you just kind of lose the ball there.
Yeah.
And she knew, she knows what double dribble is. She just kind of grabbed the ball wrong and it came out of her hands. Well, the Panthers are very committed to the 1-3 run pressure. So number 11, I just noticed on the Continentals, Elijah Smith is a lefty. Do you feel like lefties have an advantage or disadvantage in high school basketball from your experience?
A little bit of an advantage because
Alina Harvey, another freshman with a 2-point basket. Jose.
Oh, lost my train of thought. High schoolers usually don't take that to account right off the bat. So a couple possessions, you can kind of get by. You usually push people right just from habit. Oh,
So, I think at the high school girls level that we play at, most players are very, very hesitant to go to their weak hand.
correct.
How would you
But not
use
Abby Stock.
how would you use that to your advantage as a coach? If thinking that the other team, they're probably not gonna.
Oh, you hedge aggressively. You make them push to their weak hand, and they will usually dribble close. So you can get a lot more steals that way if you just really push them one direction and they're not comfortable with it.
Ansley Olsen with the made basket there. First free throw. Second free throw is up and no good. I have noticed that the Panthers tend to take 3 dribbles against Jose's 2 dribble rule, but he's from California and they do stuff wrong there. That's a great pass. That's a good pass ahead. I mean, for this level, that's a strong pass. That's a long distance. She also used her left. Why did they not call a foul there? I think there's 2 things, Jose. One, I thought Ansley was a little bit out of control. Number 2, that girl did a really good job of keeping her hands high and not putting her hands down.
Yep.
And refs reward control, and they reward you if you keep your hands out of the cookie jar.
And if you're down 21.
So I believe you're judging motive here, and I don't know that's...
No, if it's a 50, I'm saying if it's 50-50 call, you're going to lean one way, you're going to be nicer to the one that has 8 points, which is fine. I do the same thing.
By the way, Jose and I are both bald. I believe, did you not take some Rogaine or something at some point in your life?
Oh, actually, you didn't know this, but I did when I was about 18, 19 years old. My male pattern baldness started kicking in. I met my wife, Melissa, and I was like, hey, I gotta look fresh. Put some on. It didn't last.
I mean, the fact that she stuck with you through those lean years before you were married. There was no ring on the finger then.
True that.
And she saw the receding hairline. My wife, she didn't know about the receding hairline until 5 or 6 years after we got married.
Oh, wow.
Outside of your beard, did that work anywhere else?
Nope.
All right. Well, that was the first moment that I regret. All right. Well, it's 29-8.
There's a lot of ways to receive that.
Okay. 29-8. Tailed off a little bit here in the second quarter. And if you are not interested in the balding discussion, the second half's going to be tough for you.
Yeah.
Trying to find things to talk about when the game is out of hand. Space, Jose. Girl, you got to move to space. Attack space. And I'd like to see that these last 2 minutes and 20 seconds with some of these younger players. Both teams, I think, are playing some younger players. Tim Duncan there tried to use the glass.
There you go.
All right, Alina Harvey brings it up, and nobody stops her. Ball's tip stays with the Panthers. We're going to play a game of what NBA player are you reminded of by our Panther players? Let's go with Abby Stock. Jose, what NBA center do you think of when you see Abby Stock? Speaking of her, she gets an offensive rebound and a putback. Jose, what you got?
Little Boban Marjanovic, real tall, long arms, stays around the basket most times. As a Laker fan, Jackson Hayes, just without the bunnies, as the kids say.
Yeah. And I believe this is the last Panther to come in the game tonight. Everyone will have played. That is Ruth Tesfaye, one of my favorites. Although one day in school, we were walking past each other in the hallway just before school began, and she looked at me and she goes, "Mr. Yider, you look tired." And I thought that was a little too honest. for early in the morning.
Yeah.
That was a nice drive there by number 11, Elijah Smith, their second leading scorer. That was an aggressive attack of the basket. That is a beautiful pass by Alina, a.k.a. Tyrese Halliburton Harvey. She made the defense commit to her, kicked it right for a layup.
Ooh.
I think I just kind of gave away the Alina Harvey NBA lookalike.
Yeah, your NBA comparison.
Yeah. So I know you haven't seen a ton of her, but Emma Baldwin there, number 22, kind of a power forward, kind of a gritty. Who?
Draymond Green.
Oh, yes.
Draymond Green.
Draymond Green is a great example. Now, I would like to say, since Jose earlier was a little, hey, he's allowed to talk about Trinity because she's, to be fair, Emma doesn't get technicals. She doesn't kick people when they're on the ground.
Oh,
like,
no, I'm just talking
like Draymond Green. I know, but I just wanted to make that very clear.
I got you. No, great.
We're only, I thought number 14 there was about to take it to the other end for a layup, which happened in my son's basketball game on Saturday.
Yep.
Our 6-foot center got the ball almost under the basket and started dribbling the other end. And got all the way past, of course, half court before the whistle was blown. And he was very disappointed to know he didn't get a fast break layup. 52 seconds from halftime. This would be a great opportunity. I don't think they're going to take it, but a great opportunity to kind of work through holding for one shot with a younger group of girls up 23. Ruth Tesfaye with the shot. Did she get bumped there?
Maybe.
And number 32, actually she's a pretty good ball handler for more of a power forward. Nice handles through the legs. Offensive rebound there by 15.
Abby.
Yep, there you go.
See.
All right, 15 seconds left to go. We'll see how the Panthers handle this. If they try to create some pressure, maybe get a steal. See if they get one more shot attempt up before the half. Up 23 currently. Let's see what happens here. And the ball is passed in. Alina takes it. Passes it up. Oh, okay. I thought they kind of waited there to see if the other girl was going to grab it. And then number 4, Naraya Holder went ahead and grabbed that ball. She holded it herself.
Nice.
Thank you. And she ends up at the free throw line. Let's see what her bounce technique is. Okay, she's taken 4, 5. She took 5 there. That reminds me a little bit of Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
The long, drawn out.
He has a lot more pauses in between.
He does.
Oh, speaking of, what was yours? We heard about mine. What was yours?
Yeah, mine was spin it, 3 dribbles, shot. Spin it, spin the ball, 3 dribbles, just one right after the other. And then once I dribble the third time, no hesitation.
No hesitation, right up with it.
We'll see if the Panthers can get a shot off here. I say no.
Little faith. Oh.
They did.
They
did get a shot off. And that is amazing. Hey, and an advertisement for you here. Maybe, just maybe, you do not have car insurance. If you don't have car insurance, is it farmers?
Farmers.
We are farmers. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, what?
Whoops, I messed that up.
That one.
We need a few more bumps. But now, if you're prone to car accidents, please ignore this. You need to go with something else because the Palencias. Is this Roberto's?
Roberto's.
Yeah, this is Roberto's. Roberto Palencia is your one-stop shop for insurance. Your one-stop shop for insurance. So the next time you are looking to maybe you just need to tighten the screws on your insurance company.
It's true.
Give his company a call. And again, you can find that through my number 317-446-9055. 5-1. We've gotten through an entire half, Jose, and my wife has not texted me yet about this live stream, which is kind of disappointing.
Yeah. Or it could be good news.
Has yours?
No. We got 2 little kids. She's probably not even watching.
That is disappointing. Well, Jose, let's go in both locker rooms here as we are into halftime. Let's first take the Panthers. You know, first let me just say, hey, what are you've watched this first half. What's your message at halftime? And then I'll ask you a couple of related questions about, strategy for the second half. So how might you be talking to the girls right now in the locker room?
Stay aggressive. Keep the pressure up. When we get the ball, look up. See if there's anybody running for a quick, easy layup, but also stay under control. They are putting some more pressure in the second half or in the second quarter. I saw from George Washington, caused a lot more turnovers. So just be calm, stay under pressure, stay under control. Don't hold on. We got some fan interaction over here.
Fan interaction, yes, Mr. Yider, Matt Yider. What's?
Oh, we got a question.
We have a message. What is this? Is this from one of our adoring fans? That must be a no.
Oh yeah, he laughed at us.
How many people are watching live stream?
Well, let's find out. Let's check the specs.
Okay.
We have currently watching.
This is great, people.
Hold on, let's pull up my app. Oh, we went down to 9. We lost 2.
All right. Well, as many of you know, Jose is Hispanic. And if he wants to read this joke,
yes.
he is more than welcome to, but I ain't reading it.
So I heard this at lunch today. What do you call I'll say Hispanic, who hates protein powder? No way, Jose, way, W-H-E-Y, which is the ingredients in the protein.
He told the joke, so it makes it okay.
It's totally.
He did it. All right. Okay, Jose. So, what? So we're at 22 points. So the at 35, it would go to running clock. I know Coach Shell doesn't love running clock just because it eliminates. It makes the game go faster and subs don't play as much. What's your thought on that? Are you to try to prevent that? Maybe you get up 28-30, you decide, okay, I'm going to play my entire bench at the same time. Or maybe come out in the third quarter with your bench for 4-6 minutes. Maybe it stays at 22, 20, and then you can bring them back in. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I would put them back in. I wouldn't sit a whole unit for a whole quarter unless it's totally out of hand right now. I mean, second quarter, it was 20-6 at the end of the first. So 13-5 in the second quarter. So it got a lot closer. So yeah, I would just keep them in, let them get a lot of their reps in, get ready for some conference play here coming up soon. And just keep them fresh.
And then tell me what. Oh, tell me what you're thinking if you're the Continentals here. You're down 22. The likelihood of you winning is probably not high. What's your message?
Same thing. Second quarter was a lot better than the first. Just tell them to keep building on what they did there, keep their confidence up, play the right way, don't gamble, don't try to get it all back in one bad 3-point possession, stuff like that. Just do the right thing, keep playing hard.
Yeah, I mean it's very tough, because the struggle this year. I haven't seen a lot of success, but you're here. The game's not over; it's half over. I know for me, when we're playing a team and the likelihood is we're not going to win, we're trying to set goals at halftime that are achievable.
Yep.
Whatever that is. If it's an achievable goal, That may be, let's try to score 8 points in a quarter. 6 has been our high so far. It could be win one of the 2 quarters that's left, something to that effect. Jose, if you had to guess, who is the leading scorer for the Panthers in the first half?
I would still say Trinity Eider. I don't think she scored in the second quarter, but she had a really big first.
That is correct. Trinity leads the Panthers with 10. Excuse me. Let me give you a rundown here at halftime.
Hold on. Let's keep playing this game, though.
Oh, okay.
Second would be who? Abby Stock?
So second is a tie. Unfortunately, it's a 4-way tie.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, 4-way tie. So Allie Schellenberg has 4. Hannah Stock has 4. Abby Stock has 4. And Emma Baldwin has 4. Your brother is not the most athletic guy in the world, and that might be the understatement of the evening. But so you never had to experience this, but it is an interesting dynamic with Hannah and Abby, because, Abby's younger by 2 years, but yet their contributions on the team are very similar. Even this season, I actually earlier said the stats, and I actually messed up. Abby's averaging 5.3 and Hannah's 4.3. So the younger sister, I think they bring different things to the table. And in no way, shape, or form am I saying Abby's better than Hannah. They're a different role. They do different things. But the dynamic of playing with your sibling is a unique one. I never experienced that. I did not play with either one of my brothers. Anyway, I don't know that there's a comment to be made there. It's just interesting. Did you ever play a sport with your brother?
First grade soccer.
So who was in first grade, you or him?
I was the younger one, so I would have been first. He would have been third. He was a good soccer player, though, when he was younger. We just didn't keep up with it. We also played YMCA basketball together.
Now, shout out to Evan Palencia, led his team with 8 points on Saturday morning in a close but losing effort. Unfortunately, Bella's team lost by a little bit. Reminds me a lot of the Continentals lost to Crispus Attucks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that was rude. That was rude.
Tough.
Bella, personally, though, did a wonderful job. She scored a basket, was tough.
Yeah, 2 baskets.
2 baskets, I'm sorry. It was 2 baskets.
She'll let you know.
It was 2 baskets. And anyway, we're ready for the second half here at the Panther Dome here in Indianapolis, Indiana, and around the world. 22-point game. And Allie Schellenberg, who kind of is the floor general and leader of the Panthers, what would be her NBA comp?
Oh, Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves it is for Allie Schellenberg. That's wonderful. Well, here you go, Jose. They have decided to bring in Ruth, interestingly, with 4 starters. So, Ruth was the last one in. Maybe he realized that and wanted to kind of equal out the reserves playing time a little bit. By the way, I like Ruth Tess for a lot of reasons. One of them is she is me. I would wear a long sleeve shirt when I play basketball. 100%. 100%. Except for Disney. Which, by the way, that conversation will be had before this is over.
Let's go. Now, maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention. Has Chloe come back in ever since she got hit in the face?
She has not.
So that might be why Ruth is in.
And that could be. I hadn't thought of that, but I do not believe she has come back in the game. since then.
There it is.
So, unfortunately, it looks like the Continentals were a little confused defensively. And I can tell you, as a coach, you come out of the locker room at halftime, and for your players to be confused at that moment is really hard to deal with. So I used to have a phrase with my players that I still come to every now and then. And it goes something like this. And I see this a lot with this Continental team. Indecision is a turnover.
Okay.
And when you get the ball, so number 20 had the ball down here.
Huh?
She had it. The next girl was wide open, but she didn't turn. Indecision is a turnover. Austin Reeves couldn't do that in a million years. But let's see on this next possession how the Continentals do with catch, make the next pass, right? Just catch it, make the next pass quickly. And that's another turnover there for the Continentals. Still looks like they're running 1-3-1. I think they both teams have stayed in that 1-3-1. Oh no!
It's like a one.
I'm so sorry. I think they're man. I think they went man.
Well, correct.
That's a Trinity. I know. Oh. Good offensive rebound there by Emma Baldwin. And Trinity does a great job of leading in the top of the 1-3-1. She's the longest player on the Panthers. Allie did a really good job there of putting her body into Alicia Smith, I think is her name, and taking the bump and finishing there. We're at 28, and I don't know if coach is going to try to prevent the nice 2 feet. So on that one, I felt like she didn't use her left hand, but hey, to no avail. She's still my favorite Panther out there. No offense to the others. She's blood. All right. You don't want to pick up your dribble just after crossing. Panthers have a 3-on-1 fast break here. The ball is passed ahead to Trinity Eider.
Looks like she got blocked out.
She might have gotten bumped there. So I feel like I got a positive comment from my wife. Voice levels are great. I think what she means by that is I have a voice for radio.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure that's what she meant by that. Oh,
I thought the coach was mad, but she was happy.
She was.
She said, "Fantastic job."
Yes. Hey, she's passionate. I know I've said that already, but I mean you got to give her credit for that. Okay.
That's hard to get in there.
Ruth grabs it. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, nice cut.
Here we go.
Yeah. So Allie did a really good job there of coming to 2 feet and kind of hesitating for a second and then taking that up. I don't believe we've seen Allie shoot free throws today. I'll be interested to see her bounce approach here. 1, 2, 1. Interesting.
It was like a side.
Yeah, that was interesting. Not your spin as you would typically see it constituted.
That's a good word.
Thank you.
Forgetting Continentals a bunch.
I know. But I only have to say it once. So, yep.
Hey.
All right.
Buckets.
Well, my wife and your wife are both avid Disney lovers. If you had to attribute your wife to any Disney princess, which one would you pick?
Oh, that's tough. So I would say it's between Rapunzel and Belle, but I probably lean Rapunzel. She's got more of that bubbly, fun personality.
Okay.
Belle's a little more serious.
Yep.
But it's tough. It's between those two.
Yep.
How about you?
So I'm going Snow White.
Okay.
She's got to deal with
Oh.
a family of 7.
Yeah.
Now I'm happy.
Yeah.
What do you got for Will?
Dopey.
Dopey.
100%.
Dopey. Taylor? Ooh.
Mm, I would say Sneezy. I feel like she's sick a lot when she was working here.
That is true.
Got a lot
That
of
is
sick
true.
days.
That's a great one. That's a great one. And I'll stop there because a lot of the other ones are not positive. So we don't need to go through all of them. But my wife is definitely Snow White. And we really don't have any dwarfs, though, ironically. Our kids are very tall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Except for
all
Will. But we don't need to talk about that.
Uh-oh.
All right, 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. So, a lot of teams track deflections. And on that possession right there, the Panthers got a small deflection, which in turn caused the Continentals to not be able. They touched the ball, but they didn't grab the ball, and so that deflection led to a turnover.
Yep.
And then that ball, that went off of Allie's leg as well there. So they kind of got right back. But the deflection is such a key stat that teams that track, you can usually tell they track it by their hands and how active their hands are.
Yeah. There you go.
The idea was there. That was the right idea. It just wasn't able to take care of it. Nice pass ahead. So take it up. Okay, nice pass.
Good.
That is an unselfish play, which is another reason why Allie is not Austin Reeves.
What are you talking about? He drops dimes.
I don't disagree with you. I'm just trying to get you frantic.
No, that is my wife's favorite player, so she will have words with you. Oh. Huh.
All right. Well, Allie drives. Nope, she pulls it back out a little bit. And that's a foul on us. Oh, no. I'm wrong as usual.
There you go.
And the foul was actually on them. Oh, I know who this is. All right.
Are there any childhood memories that you've held on to, maybe in sports days, that just really gets under your skin?
Yeah, I mean, I got to think about it for a minute, but I am a really petty person.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I could think of one. I know probably Hannah Lee is listening right now, who took her history test today, probably to no avail. Speaking of being wrong, I'm wrong as usual, she says.
Is she ever wrong, though? Academically.
Okay, so it's interesting you bring that up. I don't know if she's still listening at this point, but she thought in the 1800s cows pulled plows, but that was oxen.
Yeah, that's tough.
And so that came up in class. It was a little embarrassing, but she's dealt with it well.
But hey, I mean, maybe people couldn't afford an oxen. They had some cows that they were milking. Just double dip.
I would say it happened, but it wasn't, it's kind of like, what do Americans drive to work? Well, can you find somebody that drives a moped?
Yeah, true.
Well, yeah, but 99% of the population drive cars.
True.
So obviously, when you talk about it in history, in the future, you're going to say people drove cars. You're not going to say they drove mopeds.
Yep, that's true.
Which is kind of the issue there. I did not think this particular topic was going to come up tonight.
Now, did she defend herself at all? Did she try to spin it? Or did she just give it up to you guys?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has since
She's renounced.
Brought me in an article
Oh, okay.
with a picture. She has taken a coloring page and colored it with a cow and put it on my desk. Speaking of me being petty, yeah, they're petty too.
Yeah.
Or she's struggling with that too. You know what I wouldn't give right now for some baked goods from the esteemed Reagan Yiter.
Reagan's Yiters.
I could definitely do that.
Oh, my boy.
Hey, what do you think about the Duke Blue Devils? My future son-in-law is a fan and almost cost him the opportunity to marry my daughter.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't really follow college basketball as much. Growing up in California, UCLA was good for a couple years, but that was about it.
Well, they have Cooper Flag.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I know about Cooper Flag.
I'm pretty sure Colby Roberts has a
Man crush?
A man crush and a picture of him in his phone. It's probably his home screen. It's not Taylor.
It's not Taylor anymore.
It's not Taylor. It's Cooper Flag.
I mean, she already said yes, so he's got to stop trying.
And three-point basket. Three-point basket by Hannah Stock. I can tell you on that one, she was behind the three-point arch.
That's arch.
So I meant arc. I meant arc.
You're the basketball coach.
But to be honest, I was looking at my phone, and so that's my bad. I would love for Colby Roberts to text me and prove me wrong that his home screen is not the one and only Cooper Flag. Anyway, back to basketball. Number 4 takes a three, and she has a little bit of an unorthodox style. But I will tell you,
she's got a good arch on it, though.
I believe jump shots are like fingerprints. Everybody's is unique. And you can look at a lot of NBA players like Tyrese Halliburton. You can be super successful and not be you can be super successful and not have the purest jump shot.
Yeah.
Now,
Sean Marion.
Everybody can't be JJ Redick.
Yeah.
Sean Marion was a big one, a good one. Peja Stojakovic. If you go back and look at Peja Stojakovic,
he kept it high, didn't he?
Larry Bird's wasn't great.
No.
Just to name a few. Now, that being said, if you have never seen Jose Palencia and Mark Yiter's jump shot, we could be in a YouTube video for unbelievably outstanding form.
Yeah. I mean, you remember that day we were in here with Will. He got last place every single time.
Every time.
Every time.
Now, who got first? I can't remember.
No, you got first.
Oh, that is correct.
Close. It was like 9-8 to 2. And 2 as well.
So, my childhood memory, my wife wanted me to express this. We were playing a game in high school, and I tripped and fell. I had the ball in my hands. I was dribbling down the court. I slipped and I fell, and I never stopped dribbling. I kept my dribble alive. Yeah. And I got back up with the dribble alive, and they called me for a travel. Not a double dribble, a travel. Coach Snyder got a technical.
No.
He got a technical.
Coach Snyder.
It gets worse, Jose. Sorry, Coach Snyder, if you're listening to this. The next day, he found the page in the rule book and sent it to the referee. Hannah Stock with another trifecta. And she is up to 10 points for the game. Nice pass ahead to Ansley Olsen. Ansley Olsen passes it to Autumn Diariman, and she takes it back out. That is some aggressive basketball there on the part of the Continentals.
I would have liked to seen a bounce pass going to Autumn there. Reaching up, really messed up her timing on it.
Now, we are to the point in the game where it's 35 and it should be running clock for the duration.
Yeah.
The negative to that is this live stream experience is going to be a little shorter than probably all of you signed up for. But we will find a time where we can do this again before the end of the season for our adoring fans. That's a great steal by Autumn Diarman. She takes it in and doesn't quite get the layup, although I love the effort by all the ladies here. And that is probably going to end the quarter. Yep, that is going to put the kibosh.
What do you think about all these NBA players now that won't throw that last second heave because of field goal percentage? Selfish?
I'm actually going to go a different way here. And this is their financial livelihood. And although probably the people who a majority of the time are taking those are starters,
yeah,
and regular role players like TJ McConnell or something like that, I understand it. The possibility of making it is very, very low. Very, very low. I think it probably depends on where you're at on the court. I think if you're around half court, you should take it. But if you're heaving it from 3/4 court and you know that, I understand it. I know that's not what you're expecting.
I did not expect that.
I get it. I get it.
That's tough. They're thinking about making that a rule, though, that those don't count towards your percentage anymore.
So I've got a text here from Colby Roberts that goes like this. My home screen, believe it or not, is not Cooper Flagg. It is actually my beautiful fiance. And although I would like to believe him,
he did not send
I
the
do
screenshot.
not yet see proof of that.
And it's taking a little bit, so you know what he's doing. He's changing it.
He's probably changing it. Yeah, he's probably changing it. So I'm going to have to see proof of that, Colby, before. And you have 8 minutes, and it's running clock. So you better change that home screen really, really fast. All right, the Panthers come back out with the same. Nope. Abby Stock is in now. I was going to say the same lineup they had at the end of at start of the third quarter, but they don't. So they're giving Allie a lot of time tonight. I suspect with another game tomorrow night, and that's one thing, Jose, let's talk about for a second. The Panthers are home tomorrow. They're on the road tomorrow. We do have another game tomorrow night. So less than 24 hours from now, they play. What factor should that play in the substitution patterns in this final quarter?
At this age, I mean, they're not the Lakers. You know what I mean? They're not 47 years of age. So at this age, I think it's fine. I think the biggest thing is injury, especially in blowouts like this. Maybe they start playing a little reckless. Just be careful. But high schoolers, I mean, they go to bed at 2 a.m., play at 6, they'll be fine.
Well, I have a message here from David Schellenberg, who cannot spell my name correctly. Bro,
Yeater.
No way Coach Yeater and Jose are commentating. I have literally known David since his birth, and he can't spell my name correctly. But I'm not bitter about it at all. We're up to 35. Inexplicably, the clock is not running, though. Wait. Sorry, I forgot the rule. I actually like this.
The last couple minutes?
No, on free throws, it does stop.
Okay.
It keeps running on everything else. So, like here, it keeps running. See, it's running, even though it's a dead ball. But on free throws, it doesn't. I think the reason they did that is because that sucks out 40 seconds on every one of those. One of two things is happening. Colby Roberts stopped listening, and he doesn't think it's necessary, or he literally cannot get his home screen changed, or maybe he doesn't know how to take a picture of his home screen. Now that's embarrassing for a kid his age.
Oh, yeah. Power and volume up, I believe. Hold on, give me a second. Yep. Hit the power button, hit the volume up button, Colby.
Now you got to hit those simultaneously. Is that right? Okay. Yep. So, Colby, I'm sure you've never taken a picture on your phone before, a picture of your screen, but leave it to a 45-year-old and a
35.
35-year-old. Although if you watched Jose the day after playing volleyball, you would think he was the 45. Oh, 55-year-old. Wow. With 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left. The Panthers are up by 35. I thought Allie did a really good job there. What is happening? We're backing it up. Okay. You don't typically see that. I feel like we gave something up there. Typically, when you're on a fast break, you don't want to pass the ball backwards. Yeah. Hey, her footwork was good there. Just a little bit hard.
What's that phrase? Dollar move, 10-cent finish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the dollar move, 10-cent finish. Yeah. Number 4. Yep. I love the energy level of this bench over here. It's not just the coach. The coach is great.
No.
The assistant coach, the bench, recently they've been a little quieter, but throughout the game they've been louder. 5 minutes to go. Let's see. I think Jose, we're probably trying to get maybe Ruth a basket here.
Yeah.
I know for me, when I'm in games like this, it's nice to get some of those backup players a basket. What's the value of that as it relates to them and just kind of building confidence moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to see the ball go in. You don't want to miss every single shot you take, especially in a game like this. But there you go.
Schellenberg with the 3. So you nailed it, Jose. I have noticed that it does not look like Chloe Sharp's been back in the game since she got hit in the face there in the second quarter. Unfortunately, I think she's okay. Just kind of looking at her on the sideline. She does have ice
bag on it.
An ice bag, but I do think she's fine. She's joking around with the people sitting around her.
She's trying to hang out with Grace.
Yeah. So I think she's okay. So nothing like that is an issue, but hopefully she's back because they're going to need her tomorrow night. Again, I am actually against what you thought. I'm a little surprised Trinity and Allie are still out there with a game tomorrow night, up 40. But hey,
wait, coach is standing up. Wait. He's pointing 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
I gotta believe Allie and Trinity, who are two of their most important players, are probably done for the evening. So, Jose, I have a question for you as we finish this game. If you had to pick a ride from Disney World that illustrates most closely this game, what Disney ride are you picking? As you think through that, I'll give you a minute to think about that because that is a very tough question. I understand that. But, it's my job. All right, pass the ball around the horn. 32 has been very strong driving the basketball. You don't see a shot hit the outside pole too often at Cross Point's gym. In fact, I don't know that I've ever seen that before. I don't know if that was touch. They didn't call it a touch. But to say she missed that just a bit outside is an understatement. So, Jose, if you were to think of a ride at Disney World that illustrates this game tonight, what ride are you picking?
Let's go. Oh, this is tough. Probably Space Mountain. A lot of back and forth, a lot of turnovers. You really don't know where the ball's going. A lot of scattered. Same thing, Space Mountain. You're there, you don't know what's happening. I know.
Interesting. I think if I'm going to go a little bit different way here, I'm going to say for the Continentals, it's probably the Haunted Mansion because they've been haunted this season by a lot of games that have been a little bit of a distance away, though. They've never quit. I'll give them that, man. These girls are playing hard till the end, and I respect that. And for the Panthers, I think I would say Tron because they came out fast, and then it's been slow since the first quarter. They were up by 20. I mean, they just came out super fast, and then it's been kind of slow from there. So we are up to 40-point game, 56-16, with just under a minute left. I mean, let's just be honest. Jose, would you do this again?
Oh, yeah. It was fun. It was fun. I think second time will be way better than the first time.
Yeah, I mean, I think we definitely have a rapport. And I kind of know I printed out all these sheets, and there's just no way I can't look down enough to. I need somebody sitting here that's keeping track of stats for me, so I can say Allie's got 4, this person's got 6. So I will tell you, I have learned a valuable lesson in my own strategy here. They are definitely trying to get Ruth a basket. Ooh.
Be careful.
Yeah, I think. And 22's on a fast break, and she stops. Nice.
Hey, that was
She took
good,
her time.
Yeah.
She did take her time. I thought she had a real good chance of making it. And but it didn't happen. So we are gonna wrap this up with the stats from tonight's game.
Okay.
But before we do that, Grace, Matt, hey, Matt. Before we do that, I take a look. Yeah, I took a look there at Chloe as she's walking by. She looks to be fine, smiling, and happy. All right, the final score for the Panthers was 56 points. Allie Schellenberg ended up with 15 points in the.
Guess what? Austin Reeves, number 15. Go ahead.
Okay. Ansley Olsen with 5 points. Trinity Yider with 12 points. Alina Harvey with a basket. Hannah Stock with 10. By the way, 2 interesting stats about Hannah Stock. 1, 100% from the three-point line.
There you go.
100% from the free throw line. And I guarantee you, Jose never experienced that in his high school
0
career.
times.
Chloe Sharp with 2 points. Abby Stock with 4 points. And Emma Baldwin with 6 points. The player of the game for the Panthers tonight is Jose's going to tell us.
This is tough because Allie has the most points, but I think it was the defense that really changed the game. Trinity Yider.
Hey, I just want to say I had nothing to do with that decision.
There you go.
My last name is Yider. I don't disagree with Mr. Palencia.
There you go.
But unfortunately, the stats for the other team I don't have. I do know they scored 16 points.
There you go.
But I don't know how much any individual player had. And that is, I guess, a negative for the live stream. But it is what it is.
I'll bring my iPad next time.
Yes.
Keep tabs.
Well, I will tell you, fans, if you're not able to make it out to a game, the sound in the gym is deafening.
Yep.
A lot of fans tonight. There was a massive contingency from the Continentals. I think I counted 3. The Panthers came away with a win tonight by 40 points. So actually, the team fouls in the second half, 2 for us, 1 for them. That's 3. That equals the number of fans by the Continentals. And so anyway, we had a lot of fans here tonight it's just one game here tonight. Our junior high boys were supposed to play, and that would have been fantastic. Jose and I will we'll recalibrate here.
Yeah.
Try to find another opportunity to do this. Maybe a game that's a little bit closer where Jose's color commentary can have a little bit more related to the game and less related to Disney insurance companies and Rogaine.
Yep.
That being said, we are signing off. This is Mark Yider.
Jay Sizzle.
JP. Okay.
JP Sizzle.
And now that no one is listening, we are signing off.